You are entering E&C's Pod of Awesomeness.
Here we are, Bird. I've been up since 4 a.m. Ireland time. Yeah. I had a good office today. I was out by... What?
I knew, wait, this is this. I knew you were up early because I sent a text, a mass text. By mass, I mean to you and Mega Matt.
Yeah, you're only friends.
Yeah. And
that's debatable.
You answered it back, and it was like at 12... It was like at almost midnight last night. So I knew you were up early.
Yeah, which means it was 4 a.m. for me, and I was up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, she was a long one, huh, fella?
Oh, yeah, there, bud. Oh, she was grand, man.
Yeah.
Oh, your man there, he was grand.
Yeah.
There's going to be, like, some Irish people really hating my accent right there. Hey, I just want to let all the Irish hosers know that we appreciate you listening, because I got to tell you, anywhere I go, I have people coming up saying they're listening to the pod and really enjoying it.
That's a good sign.
It is a good sign.
Because if nobody's saying it to you, that means nobody's listening except us and Mega Matt.
Nobody likes apathy.
And I don't even listen to it. So
exactly.
I'm kidding. I do. I like to listen to how awesome I sound.
You like to, yeah. Man, I sound great. Listen to my voice. It's so velvety. Yeah, it was a long day today, but it was cool. I mean, we filmed this stuff by this like castle called Black Castle, and it's the ruins of this castle, and there's still all of those moments, like we'll talk about with Trevor, with Ricochet, in terms of just kind of, there's still those moments where, man, I'm doing this for a living.
Yeah.
And I just think to myself, this is my office today. I'm in a cove, and I'm staring up at the remains of this castle, and this is where I will work today.
Yeah.
It still
does not suck, is what you're saying. Yeah.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. I agree. I mean, I wasn't there in Ireland, but I can only imagine what it was like.
You were there with me in spirit.
I was thinking that last week when I was working on my secret project that I'll talk about in due time. But I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, all that being said, I'm very tired, but what the hell, you know?
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's what we do. So it has been announced, and now I can talk about it.
Would it wake you up a little bit if I just fucking reached there and gave you a big fucking slap on the ass?
Slap in the ass. Slap in the ass.
Huh? Audio ass slap? Wake you up a little bit?
Maybe. Sure. Go for it. Yeah. Yeah. Give it to me. Yeah. I'm going to call your bluff. Smack my damn ass. Smack that shit.
I'm going to isolate that. That's real weird.
Oh, I'm getting punchy, man. So it is now, moving past that, it has now been announced. And so now I can spill the beans that Betty Phoenix, the Phoenixed one, is one of the announcers for the Mae Young Classic.
I wonder when they put the graphic up underneath if it'll say Betty Phoenix.
I hope so. I seriously hope so.
Yeah.
She's warming to it now. She likes it because now it's Betty White. Now it's Golden Girl. So now she's all about it. So now Betty Phoenix, the Phoenixed one, will be announcing the Mae Young Classic with Renee Young and Michael Cole.
Yeah, it's a hell of a tandem. And it's not even a tandem because there's more than two.
This is true.
You know, I caught myself right after I said it. I was like, that's not the right word for it.
But she's super excited. They're actually filming the first series of matches tonight, and so what she was finally able to do that she didn't have a chance to do with the mixed match challenge was she got to woodshed, to put it in Corey Graves terms. She got to train for this, and she got to practice, and she got to feel comfortable with it, and I'm looking forward to that because with Mixed Match Challenge, it was a brand new format altogether.
Sure.
So nobody knew what the hell was going on. And they had to talk about what was happening backstage, this Facebook feed, the live mic in the ring. I mean, there is no way I would have wanted anywhere near that as a seasoned announcer, let alone my very first experiment in this.
Yeah, commentating's hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah, it's a beast, and that show was an extra beast. If you watched it, you understood.
Yeah.
So I'm excited it'll be, I believe, and I could be wrong, and somebody's going to say, well, actually that happened. And then somebody's going to be mad at me for doing my internet nerd voice. But I'm pretty sure this is the first, 3-person booth with 2 women. I could be wrong.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right. I also think that you're afraid to say that you're not excited for it because if she finds out,
oh, she beat my ass.
Yeah, it should beat your ass. Yeah. So
yeah, she'll give me the gland slam, but I'll kick out just like Natty did.
you won't be getting any of your cookies or any other little goodies that you like.
It's okay. I'm on a diet. Whatever. I can't. Tonight is going to be my first cheat meal.
What'd you order?
In a month and a half. And you know what I got? What? I got chicken wings and a warm rhubarb crumble. And I'm going to eat the shit out of it. Is what I'm going to do.
I know.
Like I don't even know what I am right now. Half asleep, somewhat comatose, skinny, fat, hairy Canadian.
Oh, you're so skinny, fat, hairy. Just going to throw that out there right now. That's what you are. Yeah. So yeah, no, the spit
it out. Spit it out.
The Mae Young Classic's going to be great.
Jesus.
Starting this week.
Did you just have a stroke? What happened?
No, that's how I get into things. That's my segue.
Really?
Yep.
That's how you roll into stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Riveting.
Yep. That's how I do it. So obviously a huge tournament, big stage for, some women you've heard of, maybe heard a lot of, and some that are kind of just looking at the stage to do some bigger and better things. So it's an exciting time. And, obviously also, we should mention Renee Young being on that because she is like hugely talented as well.
I did mention it, but
it's super funny. I actually saw her this last weekend. We did an appearance together up in Connecticut, New York. And
I heard something about this, by the way.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about it. But it was,
we will.
It was a good time, and like I said, she's super funny and really talented. So they'll make a great booth, and I'm sure they'll have a lot of fun doing that. But yeah, this past weekend we did this little appearance, and Corey Graves did a little bit of business for himself. He wanted to get you kicked out of the.
Well, I heard, this is what I heard. First of all, I saw that you all did a 5-second pose together, which I took umbrage with. It's copyright. It's patent pending.
I know, but I had no choice because I have nothing else to connect me to the crowd than that. So, I was like, what do I do here? So,
I got nothing. What do I do?
Yeah, so I the Canadian connection with myself and Renee, that made sense, and then we just kind of said, hey, you're a tattooed guy. Let's do this.
Yeah, it's the Graves thing I have a problem with. Hey, and also, I heard if they can't get you in the Hall of Fame, they want to get me booted out. That's the idea?
No, I think they wanted to get you booted out and have me replace you.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Maybe I took it wrong.
That just takes it to
because Corey was also kind of seeing how long he could stay out there and talk.
Yeah.
So I tuned him out. Like, I have a little ADD anyway, right? So I tuned him out after about 2 minutes. I had no idea what he was saying. So yeah, it was a whole thing. But I don't think the crowd responded well. They didn't want you kicked out. So that says something about you.
Okay.
But
well, all right.
On another bright side, they seemed to want me in. So that was good too.
There you go. So another cheap plug for you and in the Hall of Fame.
I don't. Yeah,
you got your own cheap plug at this year's Hall of Fame inducting the Dudleys.
Yeah. Pretty soon people are going to think that I want to be in there. Yeah.
So Mae Young happening. You had an appearance. You tried to bury me. The crowd stood up for me. I like it. Corey Graves. We got heat, brother. What else? What else we got going on, Birdman?
We should call Tommy. We haven't talked. We always have him call. What if we just fucking call Tommy?
Just cold call him.
Let's fucking cold call him.
Cold call that bastard.
Matt, do you have Tommy's number? Or do I need to speak the numbers over?
No, I got it. Let's call him.
Don't say it over the.
Yeah, maybe don't.
Don't do that.
I have to beep out Tommy's number.
Call him right now.
All right, I'll call him right now. You guys just talk about something for about 10 seconds.
Okay.
Tommy should be
It's
on.
going to be awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
hang in there.
Now
So, anyway,
there's pressure.
what else is going on?
So, how about them Leafs?
So you got kids.
I collected some rocks on the beach today.
Yeah.
So
I clipped my toenails. Yeah, that was a thing.
Ugh. You have disgusting toenails.
No, I have beautiful toenails. The fuck you talking about?
No. Whoa. You got a little too hot there.
Don't judge my toenails.
You get petties?
I can't get to the
phone.
phone.
Oh, Tommy.
Your name and your number. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
Oh.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Tommy.
Answer your phone, Tommy.
Tommy.
That's your phone, Tommy.
All right, so we left him a nice voicemail, but
so now the record stands that Tommy and Zack Ryder have now kayfabed our show live as we record it. That doesn't make any sense live as we record it. I meant something there. I don't know.
I feel like you should call him back again.
I'm so tired.
All right, 10 more seconds of you guys just killing some time.
I'm going to tell you my toenails again.
Here we go.
It's when the pressure's on. I mean, when we just free flow this thing, it never feels like there's any pressure. But all of a sudden, 10 seconds, got to fill it. What do I got to do?
Don't tell us to do that. Like, who does that? Fill 10 seconds.
You just got to...
Hello.
Tommy. Tommy.
What's going on, guys?
You answered your phone, Tommy.
I know. I was in the middle of an interview, and then I saw the second producer's text saying that we're calling right now. So then I quickly had to.
Tommy, who are you talking to?
Yeah,
I am talking to one beloved Mets and Philadelphia Phillies player, Lenny Dykstra, who's awesome and pure brilliant about the game of baseball and totally insane about other things.
He's got a book out, right? That I think that illustrates that.
He's a number one bestseller. At one point, he was the highest paid player in baseball. Went to jail for tax evasion. Had bought Wayne Gretzky's home and lost all his money.
Lost Wayne's money or lost his
amazing.
Money?
Wait, hold on. I didn't hear the last part because Jay wanted to say something.
He purchased Wayne Gretzky's $17 million home in the hopes of flipping it, and he didn't. And then he went to jail for tax evasion.
Jeez.
He did 4 years in jail. He had, at one point, like I said, he was the richest player, then had no money. And he's nuts. Wow. He's a regular on the Howard Stern show. He's officially a whack Packer. And he's awesome. But his mind is amazing for the game of baseball.
Yeah.
But he's also one of those guys who just shoots beyond straight. Like,
wow.
I mean, it's nuts. So, but he's awesome. Having a fun day interviewing him.
Yeah.
Well, that's my tales for the indie of what I'm just doing on a random day.
How was your
last night? I went to a Mets game, and today I'm hanging out at Lenny Dykstra's house.
And you're talking to us.
And now I'm talking to my two favorite Canadians.
Right. How was your
Canadians? Your favorite outside of your girls, humans.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Hey, Where
Tommy.
are you, Edge?
I'm in Dublin. Nobody wants to talk to you, Jay. I'm in Dublin, and I'm half asleep.
Where are you, Christian?
I'm home finally for the first time in almost 4 months.
Oh yeah, you were living out there.
I was LIVIN, as they say.
When do you get to come home, Ed?
I don't know. I don't know, honestly.
Tommy, I have a question for you. How was your trip to Australia?
My trip to Australia was awesome. We had a great tour. Don't know if I'm going to go back. The travel was pretty brutal, but we had a really, really good tour. It was fun. The wrestling, we had some great shows. I feel the Australian market, House of Hardcore got it over, and now it's becoming a bit oversaturated. And now there's a big movement to do like NXT, I guess, globally. Like there will be an NXT Australia, an NXT Japan, an NXT Mexico, which will, I think, hurt a lot of independent markets. So, don't know if I'm going to go back next year because physically the tour hurts.
Yeah. Yeah,
and then,
I don't.
Got some
I don't know.
updated House of Hardcore shows.
Any
Doing a lot of stuff with Impact. There's going to be some good stuff from both brands.
Yeah,
nice.
And just plugging away. So that's that.
Let's go to the chase.
You want to put Lenny Dykstra on your podcast? He's right here.
Hold on a second. It was great that you had some good moments, but did you like fall down, get hurt? Did something bad happen to you? That's what I really want to know.
No, nothing bad
happened
to me in Australia. Actually, at Slammiversary, I got hit in the leg with a cane by Eddie Edwards, and my leg still has not healed, which I'm actually a little concerned about because it still hurts like I just got hit there, and I don't know what's going on because it's been over a month. I messed up my hand. I still haven't been able to grip, and I don't know if I'm going to hit like how your career ended when it's one little thing and then it just keeps on, and then all of a sudden you're screwed. So I'm a little worried about that because I don't want my career ever to end. I just want to keep going until I die in the ring at some indie show.
And I have a sudden
hardcore martyr.
And I have a sudden urge to kick you right in your fucking leg right now, Tommy.
You put me in a figure four. No, I don't know if it's I feel like it's I don't know. It's weird. It's still lumpy and hurts.
It's a contusion. It's a deep contusion.
So many shots.
Yeah. And you're old. So you
I'm
don't
young and
feel
vibrant.
as well, is what I'm telling you. And this is a fact of life. It's not just
Tommy.
different for you. It's the same for all of us. You don't heal as quickly, Tommy.
Do you want to put Lenny Dykstra on the phone with you guys?
Sure. Why'd your voice just crack there?
You got excited. Your voice cracked. Sure.
Did it? Let me see if he wants to say hello. He's a little out there, so he may have to edit some of this. Do you edit stuff?
I don't even know if he knows who we are.
No, he probably doesn't.
Hang on one second.
A little nervous.
All right. Well, I got to get back. Where'd he go? He left? Oh. Okay.
You got to get back, Tommy?
I didn't hear you.
Do you need to get back to your set interview?
I was on the phone. I'm on the phone with Edge and Christian. You want to say hello? Edge and Christian, they're doing their podcast. This is, all right, he's #1 bestseller. You guys know who he is, even though you're Blue Jays fans.
Yeah.
Hang on, here's Lenny Dykstra. Hey, guys, how are you?
Hey, Lenny, how's it going? This is an impromptu little meeting.
I want to make Tommy the Dreamer mad and get my ass kicked, you know?
Yeah.
Tommy's a violent man, but I have a feeling, Lenny, that you would kick his ass.
No, I couldn't. I go to war with somebody I know I can win, and I don't want to go with him. So tell me about your podcast. What do you want to ask me?
So here's the deal: we never have a plan, Lenny, at all.
I love that. You never have a plan.
No, that's why we're basically.
So that's called winging it, huh?
Yeah, we wing it. Yeah, big old wings. Like for instance, we called Tommy out of the blue and just said, "Tommy, are you going to be on the show?" Meanwhile, we're recording this, and then he throws on Lenny Dykstra, and here we are.
Yeah.
Now, what's it? Is it PG? What do you want? How do I? Yeah.
You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want, Lenny. Here's the thing: we both grew up in Toronto, and we were big Blue Jays fans. And I'm not sure how you feel about that, because I'm not sure where you. I'm not sure. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure where you were, but we were right down the street when Joe Cutter hit that home run, and fought in the street and partied all night. Like it was a good time for us. I'm not sure.
Of course, dude. the MVP was mine, and all of a sudden it was gone.
Thank you, Rick Williams.
Joe Carter.
Thanks, Wealthy.
So, do you guys want to ask me anything about how many kids I have in the big leagues? Or what? No, it's hard to watch the game and say, "Oh my God, there's another one."
Yeah.
You know?
I just love your reaction when we said about the Jays was, "Oh fuck."
The Blue Jays had actually a fucking great lineup, dude.
They really did.
I mean, they're strong.
Hey, thanks. Hey, dude, listen, I gotta go because somebody bigger than me is trying to get the phone.
Oh, really?
Okay.
So,
hey, listen, anytime you want to call me, the best time to reach me is 24/7.
All right.
Thanks, Lenny.
All right, man. We won't leave you hanging like Mitch Williams did.
That was phenomenal.
A run by Lenny Dykstra. Just tag him on his social media. He's awesome. Right? And seriously, his brain for baseball is amazing. And, that's what I'm marking out for.
Yeah. Well, I was about to go into the year that the Expos and the Jays were going to be in the World Series together, but then that would have turned into a whole conversation. So anyway.
Yeah, it's been a fun day.
Well, there you go.
He's awesome. He really is.
All right, man.
See you, buddy. Bye, Tommayy.
Bye.
Well, Tommy kind of had his hands full there with Lenny Dykstra. That was a little unexpected.
Now picture that.
I know,
by
right?
the way, just take a mental Polaroid of that room and what's. Whew.
Do you think Lenny Dykstra's sitting there staring at him like, who the fuck is this guy that's talking?
Quite possibly.
Sitting there and like there's probably those old school snap basketball warm up sweatpants.
Yeah.
Some high top shoes from Kohl's with the laces pulled really tight because for a reason Tommy pulls his shoelaces super tight.
From Kohl's.
Yeah. Oh, Tommy. He might be wearing his stretchy jeans though. He's hip now.
Yeah, it's true. He's got the jeggings.
Yeah.
All right. Well, enough about Tommy and jeggings. I think it's time to get to our interview this week.
Yeah.
With the one and only
Ricochet. You'll see him face Adam Cole at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn for the North American title, brother. So here he is, Ricochet. Here we go. Hey, Edgerino.
Yeah?
You know what? You know I love discovering companies, right? That's kind of my thing.
I sure do.
Guess what? I love when I discover companies that solve those pesky tasks or problems we all have. And one that I recently tried is called Simple Contacts. It's a total game changer for anyone who wears contact lenses.
So if you wear contacts, then you know how annoying it is to have to get a prescription year after year just to be able to buy more contacts. And you always seem to run out of lenses right before a big event like a vacation or a wedding, right? Well, Simple Contacts is changing all that by using technology to make renewing your prescription and buying contacts super, simple.
Ooh, here's how it works. Using your phone or computer, that is if you own a computer. I don't, so I'll use my phone. You could take the Simple Contacts vision test in 5 minutes from literally anywhere. Your couch, your office, the airport, your podcast, like we're doing it right now. I could do this test right now if I wanted to. I just did it. A real doctor reviews your test in 20... I just did it right now. A real doctor reviews your test in 24 hours and writes you a prescription. And boom, 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 shake the room. A fresh supply of your brand of lenses is on the way to your front door.
No more appointments, no more waiting rooms, no more overpaying, no more running into Christian in the office. Simple Contacts brings the doctor's office to wherever you are whenever you need it. And if you have an unexpired prescription, just upload a photo of it, of your doctor's info, and order your lenses in minutes for a great price. They do all the hard work for you.
This is vision care for the 21st century, people. I'm telling you.
Simple Contacts. They offer every brand of lenses, and the prices are unbeatable. Prescription is just $20. The contacts lens prices are so low, and shipping is free. Best of all, our listeners get $20 off their first Simple Contacts order.
To save $20 on your lenses, just go to simplecontacts.com/awesomeness or enter the code awesomeness at checkout. I want to mention that this isn't a replacement for your periodic full eye health exam. You still need those occasionally, but it's still the most convenient way to renew a prescription and reorder your contacts if your vision hasn't changed.
Again, check out Simple Contacts and get $20 off by going to simplecontacts.com/awesomeness or just enter code awesomeness at checkout. Give it a try. Thank us later.
You can thank me more.
How you doing?
What's up, buddy?
I'm doing good.
So here's the deal. Mega Matt, our producer, decided, I'm going to be out in L.A. this week, and I'm going to keep one of the hottest damn stars in the industry waiting on the horn. So we're going to blame him completely. It's his fault, man.
Sorry, Ricochet.
It's all good. It's all good.
And you could tell how sincere he was there, right?
Sorry.
Yeah. This will be the new goal of this. We're not going to talk about anything career related. We're just going to see if we can make Mega Matt cry by the end of the iPod.
So yeah, the whole thing is
the podcast.
Making fun of Matt the whole time.
Yeah.
So how's it going, man? Last time I saw you, I came down to Orlando. To meet with you guys, a few of you guys, and then we were able to coerce Shawn into filming something for the E&C show season 2. And it was, I mean,
because I was like, I think I was in the gym while that was going on. That all seemed pretty wild.
It's so weird. It is so weird, and thank heavens that Shawn Michaels does not take himself as seriously as he could. Because
100%.
I mean, it's Shawn Michaels, man. Arguably the best ever. He's always going to be in the conversation, no matter who it is. And and he agreed to do some just ridiculous stuff. So,
well, for whatever reason, he likes us, and
he's
otherwise,
cool.
Who knows?
Really the coolest.
Yeah, but speaking of that, I mean, you get to sit under the learning tree of Shawn Michaels quite a bit at the Performance Center. I mean, that's like invaluable just to be able to pick a brain like that. And like, what have you taken away as far as, sitting there with Shawn and not only getting to know him on a professional level, but a personal level? Like, what has he done to really kind of help you out?
Man, like, to even start somewhere would be difficult because, like, he thinks of wrestling so differently than I ever did. Mm-hmm. And so now, like, I tend to, like, watch wrestling in a whole, or, like, even if I'm, like, trying to make a match or think about it, I think about it in a whole different way now. Like, in the best way possible. Because we were telling him that one day. He was like, in a good way? Or, like, yes, like, in a great way. Like, we just look at it so different. Like, I don't know, like, but a lot of times it's pretty hard to, like, take things away because he'll be sitting there talking and I'll just be like looking at him and be thinking to myself, like, I wonder if he knows, like, he's Shawn Michaels right now. I wonder if he understands, like, who he is. But, dude is so cool, and like he's completely up. Like, if we have a question at like 10 o'clock at night, you could message him or call him, and he's going to answer you back almost immediately. Like, he's so helpful, and he's so hands on with us, and when he doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? He really is. Like, he really wants to help us. And it's so cool.
It's interesting, too, because that was part of the reason why he wanted me to come in. He said, I feel like maybe they think I'm their dad, and they always hear it from Dad, so it might be cool to hear it from a cool uncle.
No, dude, that was even afterwards, and even before, too, but afterwards especially, we're like, we just, like, sat in class with, like, Edge and Shawn Michaels right now. It was just, it's pretty, because especially from somebody like me who was technically really, like, never supposed to be here. That makes sense, especially because, like, I started 15 years ago, and even, like, I was 100 pounds maybe, and I started in the backyard, and even when I started just because it was, like, something fun to do on the weekends and, like, kept me out of trouble and everything, and I didn't have any goals of becoming, like, a WWE superstar, just because, especially at that 2003 and stuff, it was like the land of the Giants, and everyone was just huge and gigantic, and I was just like, okay, I'll never obviously make it there, but I'll do this for fun. And so somebody who's never supposed to be here, like, being here now and being able to be in these situations is so incredibly cool to me, like, and just learn from all these different people is, like, it's wild, it's insane.
Well, and I want to go back to, like, the mindset of not thinking you might ever make it kind of thing, but just kind of touch on the fact that you've been doing this for 15 years. So how, or did you find any difficulties in coming into NXT and going, right, okay, I've been doing, something for 15 years, and I'm going to be told by people, like, maybe try this, or were you just an open slate and a blank slate ready to soak up whatever you could, obviously with a guy like Shawn Michaels, but how did that feel after doing something for 15 years?
Oh, yeah, 100% like an open, like, book. It's like, I think, even, like, my whole career, I've kind of been, like, an open book. Like, if anyone had any advice for me, like, I would try to take it into consideration, because I feel like if it's good or bad advice, like, you can, like, maybe take some bits out of it and try to, use that to better yourself. But I knew coming here, and just, like, all these guys, Brookside and Smiley and Scotty and Sean and Bloom, like, all these guys, like, they've been around it forever. And especially, like, this style, like, in Hunter, too, like, Hunter's there, like, in every TV or whatever, and he comes to the PC a lot, and, like, when he's there, like, I always try to, like, talk to him at least once. But, of course, I did the complete open book, like, because, again, like, there's no correct way to be, a professional wrestler, sports entertainer, there's no correct way. So if I can take anything that's going to help make me better, for sure I'm going to, like, try to do it from, even if it's from Robbie Brookside all the way up to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
So,
and I think
complete
too,
open book here.
you know, and that's a smart way to look at it. I mean, because I think that you're always growing and you're always learning. Like right up to like last match that I had, I felt like there was always still things to learn, and that's like the beauty of what we do. You know what I mean? You're always kind of looking for that perfect match, that perfect performance is never going to happen, but you're always striving for that. So you're always learning, always looking for knowledge, and talking to different people, right? So it makes sense. And you know, for Adam and I, when we came up, you know, there wasn't this big social media craze. So when we did things, like if I look back now at matches that I had when I first broke in, and I think about like, you know, I watch them like, man, how did we, even when I first got to WWE, it's like, how did I get a job? Like, I really had no idea what I was doing yet. Like, the foundation was there, but I really didn't have a clue what I was doing. And, but now with social media and things being out there and so many promotions and having all this visibility, you know, it's much easier when you're not seasoned or when you're still in that learning process. You know, it's still very much in the public eye, you know what I mean? And there's always things to learn, and there's always, you know, so getting knowledge from guys like Shawn Michaels, whoever you meet along the way, it's important, and it's all a process. So, you know, I appreciate you saying that, and I think that's a smart way to look at it.
Definitely, even like, because I met a couple guys in the Indies, and everyone that like seems that has made it, just, you know, quote unquote made it. Mm-hmm. Like again, like when Adam came and talked to us, and then Shawn says it all the time, Bloom says it all, Hunter says it all the time. Like he's like meeting like Rey Mysterio in the Indies and stuff. Like other guys, like they're all like, you know, like there's still more to learn. You know, there's still more to like, you know, all these guys are the top guy at one point, it seems like, and all of them are like, no, there's still more to learn. There's still more, like, and if you got Shawn Michaels saying that, it's like, oh, okay, well, then, yeah, maybe there is much more to learn. And so that's the way I see it. Like, I'm just always trying to, like, learn anything, take anything away from anything.
And it's, you know, you mentioned Rey, and Rey's a guy that he started wrestling when he was 14. He wrestled all through Mexico, ECW, WCW. But Rey was smart enough to know when he got to WWE, he had to switch up his style a little bit. And, and he, I mean, because you're seasoned. There's no doubt about it. You're seasoned. You're ready to go. And Rey was too, obviously. But Rey knew to switch it up just enough. You know, still be Rey Mysterio, because there's only one, but he was able to modify his work enough that you could put him in with Angle, you could put him in with Undertaker, you could put him in with Kane, you could put him in with Big Show, then you could put him in with Evan Bourne. It was going to work. How exciting is that for you to look at the entire roster and just go, oh, okay, all right, with the bits I'm picking from Shawn's brain and all these guys' brains to get in there with so and so or so and so.
Like especially now, like just the whole, not even just NXT, but the whole like WWE umbrella, I guess you would say, like the amount of matches are like endless of the ones that I want to have. You know, all these guys, like I feel like I just want to get in there with, you know, like, even because like some of the guys like on NXT, like I'm glad I got to get in there with Velveteen, because he was one of the guys that actually, when I first got hired, he was one of the very top guys that I was like, I want to like get in there with him and like have a match, because I feel like we would tear it up. And luckily, like, there's so many people there that are still like so good, and that I feel like, I mean, even Apollo Crews could get in there and show them like something. Like I think that'd be cool. Or like, you know, guys like Rollins or Roman would be a good one. Randy Orton, oh, that's crazy. Like all of the possibilities are endless. It's cool to like look forward to some of these I might be able to have in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Apollo, man. That dude's untapped. He doesn't get enough enough credit.
I remember being there for like his first tryout ever. He had like back in like 2009. No, maybe it's like late 2009 or something. But it was like this for a company called Dragon Gate USA, and I remember he just blew everyone away with like his capabilities, and even since then he's still been doing it. Like, yeah, dude's just like his potential is endless.
Yeah, to top it all off, like super nice guy too. Like you'd be hard pressed to find a guy that's a nicer person than him. You know? Yeah,
he's like that's. I think that's why we instantly like bonded, because he was just so nice and like personable, and so that we all, like everyone in the whole like roster kind of gravitated towards him.
Yeah. You just back up a little bit too. You were saying that you kind of got in like not thinking that maybe things would go as far as they have for you, but it was something you would like to do for fun more as like a maybe a hobby type thing, like you said, on the weekends. So like when you grew up in Kentucky, correct?
Yeah, Paducah, Kentucky.
Wow.
Paducah. Oh, my God. What a great name. That's awesome. Paducah, Kentucky. Yeah.
Named after Chief Paducah, which I don't even think is a real Indian, I think it was made up.
Oh, man. That sounds like something Bobby Heenan would have said back in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Paducah used to be like a I'm not gonna say a hotbed for wrestling, but like Tony Falk. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Tony Falk?
Yeah.
He used to run in Paducah like once a month, twice a month, or something. The National Guard Army right there in Paducah. Yeah, I went to a couple shows when I was younger.
Man, so when you decided that you wanted to get trained to wrestle, was it something you did locally, or did you move on to do that somewhere else?
Oh man, it's actually a weird story. My best friend at the time, his dad knew this guy who owned this local grocery store, and at the grocery store, one of the guys who worked there, maybe he's a bag boy or cashier, I don't remember, but he was a wrestler in his backyard company in Brookport, Illinois, which is 10 minutes north of me. So somehow they got us tickets to go to the backyard show, but we went to the show and we stayed after, and because again my friend's dad knew through acquaintances knew one of the wrestlers, so they asked us if we wanted to get in the ring afterwards, and so we got in the ring, and then I guess they saw that we were pretty athletic, and then they were like, "You guys want to train?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're 14 years old." We're like, "Yeah, we'll train." And so then, we just I just stuck with it since, you know what I mean? A company called Chaos Pro Wrestling, BPW.
So how quickly do you realize that you have something special in terms of your athleticism?
In terms of athleticism, I feel I always just I caught on, the athletic part of it pretty well, but I was trash until last year. It took me a while to really grasp the concept of everything, and even I guess as far as athletically, I don't know, things just kind of come easy because I don't know.
Yeah, you're from a different planet. Man.
You're just athletic. You're one of these guys.
Seriously, you do stuff that I'm just what in the shit just happened? How is that possible?
It's like you have this. I'm assuming that you have the kind of gift where it's you didn't really have to take gymnastics. I'm not sure if you did or not, but you just have the natural ability to see something, visualize it, and then make it happen. Physically, you just are gifted in that sense. But it's funny how you were saying that you didn't feel you were that great until a year ago. I mean, and then I bet you think about back to there was the match that you had with Will Ospreay, correct? That had all this feedback and whether there was a lot of negative, a lot of positive.
Good and bad.
But I mean, it was something that kind of, no matter what happened, it kind of got you some notoriety from that, correct?
Oh yeah, definitely,
and put you on the map in a lot of respects. And to me, you can't deny. I watched the match, and you can't deny the athletic ability of both guys. But I've always also been of the opinion that you have to know what your audience is. Right. And
definitely.
And like you said before, is there necessarily a right way or wrong way? But no, it's a subjective thing. It's what you like to watch. If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's as simple as that. But but like I said, you have to know your audience, and you realize now that to maybe that the direction that you're going in. Obviously, also for longevity purposes, there has to be more than the moves. The moves are amazing, but there has to be substance, character driven to really, to move up and to, when you're looking to get to those top level positions, those top spots, and I don't care where it is, whether it's WWE, whether it's New Japan, whether it's TNA, it doesn't matter where it is. You have to be able to connect with the audience on a different level than just what happens in the ring. right?
Oh yeah, that's actually one of the main reasons why I really was excited about coming here to NXT, because I know they focus on that, not even just during TV tapings, but just in general they focus on that sort of thing.
Right.
So that was one of the main reasons I was really excited to come here, because before coming here I was always just kind of the dream match guy, Ricochet versus this guy, and then I'd fly somewhere else to wrestle with this guy, and put this guy over and put this guy, to just give some guy a good match, you know what I mean? That's who I was. And so now I was excited to come in, because a lot of people actually message me or Instagram or tweet or whatever, and they'll talk about how they liked Prince Puma more than they liked Ricochet, and I feel, because I didn't really change up my in-ring style, so I feel it has to do with the connection from story-driven connection. So I feel that's why I was really excited to come to NXT, because obviously the story is the biggest part of the match, whether it's before or after or during or whatever. So I was really excited about that coming here.
Yeah, it's a place to build your character, to flesh it out and see what it is, and that's another reason why I love NXT, because you can see that whole process happening. So rather than being thrust onto Raw and hey, here's 3 minutes, and trying to decipher what exactly. I'll tell you my first experience. I'm wrestling one of the Bariquas. They're like, yeah, you're a tortured soul guy. I'm like, okay. And I got a 4-minute match. Great. Okay, what do you do? So I love the fact that NXT is there to be able to, for guys and girls to be able to flesh out their characters and things like that.
Yeah.
And for you to this stuff with Dream, like you were talking about, you made it distinctly you by flipping over the ropes like that. And so it was, there's a layer of your character. That's how only you can answer a challenge.
Yeah, true.
So it's fun to see the evolution of this character, and really just build the layers and make it more.
Which is something that we've been talking about, something that I we're going to try to focus on, because I've kind of just been thrown into the mix kind of since my debut. It's just been okay, boom, here's Ricochet, and there's not really been a reason as to who I am, where I come from, why I'm in, why I'm where I am. There's not really been any and they were saying most people from my indie days, they probably, not even most, some of them probably know me from my indie days, but there's going to be a lot of people that don't know who I am, or where I come from, or what I do, or why I've been here. So that's something I think we're going to try to start focusing on. Moving forward.
Well, hey, you hook them with what you can do and the spectacular stuff. Now they're paying attention. Now you can start working on building the foundation of what your character is going to be. And like I said, though, that flip over the ropes and that walk up to them, I mean, there's a layer right there that only you can do. So I've always said, and I talked to you about it that day, even in terms of promos, to me, there always has to be something that you can bite into that you truly believe. And once you can do that, once you have that feeling in a promo, once you garner that reaction from the audience, you go, okay, right, where was I in order to get that reaction? And I need to get there again. So how do you feel in terms of promos, and are you, do they still have promo classes down there? How does that work?
Yeah, there's I think there's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday each. There's a class every day, a different class.
Oh wow!
And I think we're Wednesdays, I believe. But I'm starting to get more comfortable. I feel like my biggest thing is just the comfortability of it, to be comfortable. You know what I mean? Be comfortable and mean what I'm saying. because it was like the confidence that I'm looking for, comfortable and confident in like the things you say, like, so like, that's for me is the hardest part is the confidence. But I feel like when I'm out in a live crowd situation, I'm like 10 times more comfortable and confident cutting the promo rather than like backstage, camera in your face. Okay, go. Yeah.
Well,
I'm like, I have no emotion to go off of. I can't feel the crowd. I can't.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, like in a room like that, when it's, a lot of times, like we said, like a class like that where it's your peers and, you're trying to cut a promo on that, it's actually harder to do that in front of, 10, 20, 30 people than it is to stand in front of a crowd of 20,000. It's
100%.
And if you can do that and get a comfort level there, and I've always been a big believer of, practice like how you play. You know what I mean? If you're going to go in and train in a gym, in a ring, act like you're out there in front of 20,000 people, Don't half-ass something because then you pick up bad habits. And it's the same thing, I think, for like a pro class. It's more nerve-wracking, like I said, if you can get a comfort level there and get in tune with your emotions and what you're trying to portray, if you can do it in that sense, it becomes easier and almost more second nature, and almost being able to feel the crowd easier when you get out there in front of a bigger audience, and whatever you have to do to pull from real life experiences in certain situations, like, okay, what happened? Was there something happened in my real life that made me feel this way of what's happening in the storyline? Can I put myself in this position, how I felt at this certain time, and convey that now? Sometimes that works as a good tool as well.
I feel like mine is just going to be more like this repetition. So because even like every time I do one, each time people will say like, I can tell you're getting more comfortable out there. And so like, for me, that's good. Like, that's all I need is to know that at least every time I'm getting at least a little bit better. You know what I mean? So that's good. Like, as long as I can keep progressing at least little by little, that's good for me.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, with reps, like anything, with reps, you're just going to get more comfortable. You're going to find a zone. You're going to find what works for you. I used to sit there, man. I just do it in front of the mirror. And so I could see what my face was doing. So I could, just, okay, that didn't work. I don't know what the hell I was just doing. But, and I would really just sit there and try and just get a visual of what was happening. And then I'd watch wrestling promos. Yeah, but man, I watched movies, and I would watch why
movies are perfect.
Yeah, man, I would watch certain actors and go, right, okay, why can I never take my eyes off of Daniel Day-Lewis when he is in the shot? What is he doing? What is he doing to make me feel like violence is about to erupt, even if it's not a violent movie, or make me feel whatever it is that he's trying to get across? And I would just sit there and pick apart his movies and go, okay, what is he doing? Well, he's being real, and
being authentic.
Yeah, and you can just tell by his delivery, he's not worried about sounding cool, looking cool, and hey, there's a time and a place for that in a wrestling promo, don't get me wrong. But if you can sound, especially in today's climate, conversational, that to me is one of the most important things, rather than the whole 80s kind of, kind of staccato rhythm of da 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 da,
or screaming or whatever. Yeah. And you have to believe, you have to believe in the words that you're saying, because if you don't believe it, the crowd's not going to believe it. If
that's the thing, yeah. So, if you don't believe it, if you're not confident, if you don't believe the things that you're saying right there, then the fans are going to notice that.
So, going back, so 2003, you start training. You basically go over where there is to go. When is it that you start to understand that this WWE thing could happen if you wanted to? Because you didn't have to go to NXT. You could have just, you could have been doing New Japan, you could have been doing Lucha, you already were, but I mean, you could have continued down that road. So at what point did you go, right, I think I want to try it there?
Well, yeah, so I started going to Japan in 2010, and that's actually when I feel like, because even in I started in 2003, so 2010 started going to Japan. Even then, 7 years later, I still didn't really. Again, like the foundation, the basics are there, but I just didn't really get it still. I don't know. There's still something just not fully clicking about whether it's like making a match, the psychology of it, like. Mm-hmm. But then once I went to Japan, that's when I started learning. Oh, that's just because like you can't really speak the language, so like trying to get emotion out of people through your performance. That's when I started learning how to do that there, and then I started traveling like the world more, like more Europe stuff. I went to China, I went to Australia. I started doing more like internationally, and then I was like, oh, maybe I can like make this a career. Like maybe I can like, you know, do this. And then I guess it was 2013. I woke up one morning to like 4 missed calls and like so many like text messages from a couple of friends that were at the PC, and then some friends that knew friends, and they're trying to get a hold of me because they're like, yo, Joey Mercury wants your email. They want to give you a tryout. They want to give you a tryout. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, here's my email, and I gave it to them, and they got a hold of me. I did my tryout in 2013. And even then, I was like, I didn't think that, like, I went into it, like, I went into it like, okay, I'm going to kill this tryout and give it my all, like, do my best. But for some reason, even then, I didn't think that I would actually, you know, get a job from it. I don't know why, just too small or whatever. I don't know. I just didn't really have the state of mind of like, okay, I'm going to get hired. But I did definitely go into it thinking, I'm going to kill this tryout and show them like I want to be here. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, I think I got like just like they didn't have anything for me at the moment, which was like maybe the best thing that could have happened to me at the time, because that's when like 2013 on when things really started to like take off, and I really started like grasping the concept of like how to make a match and my style and like who I am. And so
do you think that lit a fire?
It was like a good thing that I didn't get hired, I feel like, because it got me to where I am now and like the position I'm in now.
Yeah. So, now, did any part of you feel like that kind of lit a fire? Like, oh,
a little bit, yeah, for sure it did. I was like, because I definitely like went into the tryout and like gave it my, and like, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I killed it. Like it was hard. It was super hard, and I even think I had like body fatigue because I felt sick at one, like going back to the hotel. Like I felt so sick, and like I fell asleep at like 7:00 in the afternoon and woke up like the next day to go, and like I felt better the next day. I guess I was just fatigued, but so I was like it was hard, but I really, really gave it my all. So then like getting a maybe or something, I was like, oh man. I was like, I don't know. It did light a fire under me for sure.
And so from there, you start with New Japan, you start with Lucha Underground. How, I mean, obviously it's a different style, but we've talked about Lucha Underground, and we've talked about New Japan a lot, but I love Lucha Underground because it's so different.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it supplies something different. It feels like a movie every week, mm-hmm. with wrestling matches, involved in it to further the storyline. How'd you feel, coming in there and, just, being one of the foundations of it?
That was actually, it was really cool, especially like the whole first season was like awesome. And I remember leading up to it for like almost a year. Conan kept calling me and messaging me about this Lucha Underground thing that he's working on, like Lucha Underground. And I just kept I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. Because I had in mind, remember Wrestling Society X?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was
which like TV, could have been like Lucha Underground, but it just like, something about it was just off. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I had in my mind. I was like, no, it's going to be another one of those. And I don't know, I just didn't want to do it for some reason. So for like a year, I kept telling him, no. And then I don't know what happened one day, like, I think it was like a Wednesday or something. We were talking about, because they were going to start filming on like Friday or Saturday, I think. And so he's like, we're talking. I'm talking to a couple of executive producers, and they're like, well, just go out here and then we'll show you around and all that stuff. And then I think from Wednesday to Saturday is like when all it happened. Like I ended up actually signing. I flew out there, and it was like one of the coolest things just to be a part of, because they always presented it as they even said like it was initially a TV drama. Like it's a TV drama about a wrestling company, so it's not just another wrestling show.
Yeah.
So like, and that's the way we shot it. We shot like multiple takes of like the backstage scenes and stuff. And they were telling me like I didn't have to change anything about my style. Like they just wanted me to play their character, Principal Man. And I got to hang out with I got to meet a lot of new people, and like me and Matt Cross, and then a guy named Angelico. Like we became really good friends, and the whole first season was just so cool. Like, I mean, like, because that was just the initial start of it, and like getting really to know like John Morrison and like all these guys. Like, it was cool to be a part of, and something that was like pretty like revolutionary, I guess, in the world of wrestling, because most everything in wrestling's been done, and something like this had never really been done. And then the fact that it was like good product too, that just helped out.
Well. And at that point, had you had the opportunity to work with Ray at all before that?
Before that, no. I didn't even really know if I met him once or not. No, I didn't, because I remember the first time really meeting him, I walked into the room, and Conan's like, "Oh yeah, here he is, right? This is the guy saying he was better than you." And I was like, "What are you doing? Like, why would you say that?" Because at that time, like I didn't know Ray. I didn't know how cool he was.
Yeah.
I'm like, why'd you say that? Like, he probably hates me now. But that's just Conan. But
well, that's how I introduce myself.
The coolest guy in the whole world, and
that's how I introduce myself to everyone. I'm saying, hey, I'm Jay, and I'm better than you.
And if you didn't notice, he was going to keep saying it until he had a chance to get that out there.
I need to get myself over at least once per interview.
Good Lord. He started saying that 5 times.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So someone's going to catch on someone.
So you meet Ray. I'm guessing Ray has to be a pretty big influence on you, right?
Oh, 100. Like my top 3 are like Ray, The Rock, Ray, and Eddie Guerrero are my top 3.
So now, riddle me this. How awesome is this now? You've had Ray and The Rock both, put you over huge in terms of social media, in terms of how mind-blowing is that?
It's pretty, I guess it's pretty wild. I remember the first match I had with Ray at Lucha Underground. I think it was like season 2, Ultima Lucha 2. And we have the match, and like after the match finishes, like I'm in the ring, and like I'm legit like, and I'm not really like a crier, but like I'm in the ring and like I'm like crying, like I'm like, oh my god, I'm crying now. And then like I go like whatever, I leave, I go to the backstage, and I'm like I want to like raise like whole person on, and so like I sit down and like I'm trying to like just say like thank you for the match and stuff, and I can't speak words because I'm too busy like I can't like say words because I'm crying. And then he finally ended up saying thank you or whatever, blah blah. And Ray was like he said something that just like I started like calming down, kind of like relaxing again, and then Ray said something that just made me start crying all over again. He was like, man, he goes, I know if Eddie was here, Eddie would have loved Eddie would have loved you, Eddie would have loved to wrestle you and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, I start crying all over again.
Well, that's the other thing I was going to mention. Rock and Ray both put you over, but I was going to say Eddie would have loved you, man. So you would have had all 3 of them.
Yeah, like and again, it's just like I said, especially for like a skinny little kid who's sort of never even been here. Like this all is just completely insane to me, and like every single day is like so cool. Like even just now, like being on a podcast, it's like something that just would have never had. Like I don't know, it's cool.
I appreciate it.
It's always nice when, because even still, man, like I'll sit down and think about stuff that happened. I'm like, man, that happened.
Yeah,
and I think that's a good thing to keep. I really do. I think that's a good
100%.
Just to because when you lose that, and that's when you can get jaded and you get angry and just whatever it is.
Like I've had a couple people like like wrestlers, friends, family, like they're like, so like, how's NXT? Like, how are you getting used to it there and blah blah blah? And I'm like no, like I don't want to get used to it. Like that's the last thing I want to do is get used to it.
Yeah.
Like I want to have this cool feeling every single day because
Yeah.
I feel like when you get used to it, and then it's like that's when, like I said, that's when it becomes like work, and when it becomes work and it becomes a job, that's when it becomes like no longer fun, and that's when you become, you know what I mean? Like so, like no, I'm not used to it. I don't want to get used to it. This is cool.
Well, that's a really good point because in getting used to it, you know, there can be complacency. And
yeah, exactly.
Complacency is a killer in that industry, man. You know, contentment is one thing, but complacency,
yeah,
it's a fine line. But complacency is a place you don't want to get to. You know,
exactly.
Just
and
happy to collect that check.
Luckily, I've never really been that person that'd be complacent. Like I've always like strived to be better. But like, especially now, more than ever, I'm like, not only is it cool and I'm gonna be better, but like, for one, like all my buddies are here with me that I've come up with, you know, in the wrestling industry, and then for two, like I get to see Shawn Michaels almost every single day, and so that's cool. Really? Like it's like, so it's just cool.
Let me ask you a question. So you earlier in this conversation, you know, you said that you were, you know, a crappy wrestler until about a year ago, which I disagree with. Like I said, you're obviously a phenomenal talent, and like I also said, you never stop learning in this business. You're always growing, always getting better till the day you stop. But everybody kind of has a light bulb moment for them when they figure out, oh, okay, I'm starting to get it now. Have you had that yet, do you think? As far as, you know, you say that you've learned a lot and you feel like you've really grown over this past year, especially, you know, working with Shawn and all the trainers and stuff in NXT. Have you had that yet, or are you still kind of looking for that kind of light bulb moment yet?
I mean, for the most part, I feel like, I think it happened, not that it happened, but like, I feel like I started to get that way. Mm-hmm. Maybe like about a year or so ago, and that's when I was really like, okay, like just about like placement of things and like when to do things, when not to do things, like when something is better here. Or like I feel like I'm getting there. Yes, I like we were talking about. Like there's always more that you're gonna learn. Like it's gonna open your eyes to. Like because even like being in Shawn's class, like he'll say something I never even would have thought about. I'm like, oh my God, you're totally right. Like, dude, that's crazy. And so, like, I think I'm starting to get there. Yeah, like slowly but surely. Like, and being around a lot of the guys there that's been there for a while, like Johnny, Tommaso, like even Dream, like all those guys, they look at wrestling different than I look at it. So they'll do something or say something, and I'm like, oh man, that's so good for sure. Like, so I think I'm starting to get there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I found too that the light bulb moments can keep coming, right? You know,
100%, I guess.
Yeah, I've you know, even, I mean, shit, I had light bulb moments, and I was world champion. I'd be like, oh, that was cool. I need to try that again, or just travel down this road for a little bit and see what the deal is. But so, how cool is it now to be in this industry where it's completely feasible and believable? Like you talked about, being the skinny kid at the beginning who never really had any, you know, kind of dreams of being able to make it because of your size. It is now completely, you know, viable that you could be world champion. And you know, Rey Mysterio, Daniel Bryan. It's happened enough that if the audience is there and the performance is there and all of the pieces come together, that is possible.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's
Eddie. I mean, just
about, like, quite frequently, and it's just. I know it's just mind blowing still, like that. Even that's a possibility to me. So. I don't know, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it can be kind of mind-boggling sometimes, I guess.
Like it's hard to like understand how that's a thing.
So where do you? What do you want to do next? What is the next thing that you want to try and, let's say conquer in terms of where you want to go forward, like with character, and because like we talked about athletically, dude, like you're doing stuff that just is, I mean, it's a video game.
Actually, athletically, I feel like I'm decreasing. Like from what I was, like now it's like, oh man, like because I'll be 30 in October, so it's like, okay, now it's like, okay, maybe it's time to.
Well, but now's the perfect time to be sitting under Shawn's tree because now you will learn those things to go, all right, okay, I could get some super mileage out of this if I did this and segue into this. And it's so amazing that Shawn's down there. It really is. I was blown away when I heard he was taking that job because I was like, are you kidding me? Like that is
it's
the
awesome.
Best thing for everyone down there.
Well, I mean, I guess to answer your previous question, like my biggest goal right now, the thing that I'm looking to do the most right now, is honestly, like, I love the product, I love the show, I love the company, like all the people there, like making it good. Like so, like my biggest goal is to do whatever I can or whatever I need to do to like make NXT like as big as it can possibly get. I mean, like, but also luckily, like, with guys like Johnny and guys like Tommaso and Alistair and Adam, like Undisputed in general, and all the guys there, you know what I mean? Like, and even like the girl like Shayna's doing great. Candace is there, like she brought a lot of eyes, like, you know what I mean? Like, in the whole like the Mae Young is happening starting today, I believe.
Yeah.
So like all these factors are going into it now, and I feel like we are really doing a really good job of just making it as big as possible. Like I get a lot of times on social media, people are like, "Oh man, I can't wait to see you on the main roster. I can't wait to see you on Raw, SmackDown." I'm like, or you could just tune in on Wednesdays because Wednesdays are fire. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So like I really like it's my goal to like I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Like if I'm here 2-3 years, that's perfectly okay with me because I honestly enjoy it here. So my goal is to make it as big and as popular as possible.
Yeah, obviously the NXT brand has grown so much and continues to do so over the last few years. It's one of those things where, yeah, man, it's I think it's the right attitude. Go balls out there and get to the top. Go until there's nothing left to like make that your goal. Go till there's nothing else to accomplish there, and then tackle the next goal after that. If that's your goal, do it and do it the best you can. I think that's a smart way to look at it.
Yeah, that's exactly. So that's the biggest thing right now because, like I said, I really enjoy going to the PC every single day because it's like, it's not work, it's like fun. And like everyone does a pretty good job of like, working together and making it like a good environment. So like, just in general, so I really enjoy it there.
Well, and to me, back to your point of people saying, when do you want to get up to the main roster? I don't look at it that way. I really look at it as it's kind of a parallel shift. It's like, oh, okay, well, we're just going to move over to the right lane now, over to Raw, and then we're going to switch over a couple lanes over to SmackDown, and then we'll hop in the middle lane in NXT. To me, it's not a. I don't know. I maybe it is in payday. Maybe it is in terms of a crazier schedule. I don't know. But to me, it's not like you're jumping up to the main roster, or you would be demoted if you're being sent to NXT. I don't look at it that way because
no, not at all. Yeah,
it's such a good show. It's such a well produced.
Yeah, and
show.
A couple of the guys are talking, and like we really like. Not that it ever happened, but like we think it'd be cool, like if some of the like main roster guys would come back down and like have a couple matches, like Cesaro comes down, or Sami Zayn comes down, or say Charlotte comes down and wrestles somebody, or Sasha or somebody comes down and wrestles some or a tag team like maybe the Revival, because the Revival actually did a road loop with us a while back, and I got some. And like I think Tyler Breeze and Ty Dillinger came down and did some stuff. Like and the fans really liked it. So like if we could get him to do that, like on TV, maybe not like regular, like a storyline, but like once in a while, like we think that'd be cool. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think back to TJ, to Tyson Kidd, went to NXT after, being on Raw, and I thought that was great because it was this experienced guy who was able to get in with this new crop of people and have a whole new set of matches, and I would think that'd be invigorating, as a talent to go, oh man, what can I do with this person? What can I do with this person? What can I do? And really also showcase those people too. So I think it's a good idea too. But yeah, to me, NXT is its own kind of viable thing now. And I mean, you look at the storyline with Ciampa and Gargano. I mean, that's an amazing, it's such a well done story. But on top of that, you look at the show, and let's say Velveteen Dream isn't on wrestling a match that week. They're still going to have this vignette of him being Velveteen. And he still gets represented, and it still furthers his character, even though he's not on the show this week. And that's something that WWE and WWF used to always do, that it seems like it's hard to do on Raw and SmackDown now. So that's where I feel like NXT is different in that respect.
Yeah, they do a really good job of, like you said, like even if you don't have like a match per se, like they will do something, whether it's a backstage promo or a video package or something or maybe you'll just come out and do a promo or something. But like they do a pretty good job of like keeping everyone active and in the loop and stuff. So like they do it, like, hats off to them for finding a way to do that every week.
Yeah, I mean, different beast because it's an hour too, so I understand.
Or like, even because like even if you don't do any of that, they'll say next week, or Ricochet or Velveteen Dreams next week or something. So they still, so the fans don't forget about it. They do a really good job, man.
Man, like I remember as a kid, that was always the deal. Like next week, Junkyard Dog's going to be on, and I'd be like, "Oh man, okay, cool. I get to see JYD next week."
Yeah. That's up to them, man. They're great.
So at this the next NXT takeover, you'll be wrestling Adam Cole, right, for the North American Championship.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's a talented cat as well.
He even got the cat.
Yeah, he is.
Cat.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of hip.
Man, you're hip, Jay.
Very hip. Very hip. Anyway, obviously you guys put on a hell of a match, and but as far as you were talking about too, as far as developing promo skills and all that sort of thing, he's really good on the microphone. And, he's very comfortable.
It's crazy. It's intimidating sometimes.
And he has that comfort level where he's got that confidence, and no matter what he does or what he says, he's got that kind of aura, that kind of feel about him. Do you feel that raises you up when you have like in-ring like promos and stuff like that? Does it kind of challenge you to step up, or does it give you a comfort level to step up? Or I always felt like for me, I always wanted to feel like there was a lot of pressure, and I always felt like I performed better under pressure. Do you feel any kind of pressure like that? Or like I said, do you feel like that's a part of your game that you're still kind of working on and trying to, but so it's got to be, a fun thing to do to be able to share that space with him.
Yeah, that definitely was like something that I had in my head. Like, even like with the Dream, because I know Dream is, like he's comfortable on the mic as well. So like both of those situations, I was like, this is like good for me because again, it's either make it or break it. You know what I mean? So like, I have like this pressure on me, and that's why I was like, I'm gonna go out there and I'm going to like, do my best I can to kill it. And I guess especially because I've known Adam for a while, and like we're pretty good, friends or whatever. But like, I'm comfortable in that. It's not like, I don't know. There's no like weird, awkward or something. I'm comfortable in that. Like speaking with him, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, especially with him being so, good on the mic, it's like, man, I absolutely have to step up and show them that, I might not, beat him verbally, but like I'm gonna like keep up with him.
Yeah, and that can be where it starts too, right? Because as I said, reps. The more reps you get, the more it's going to sound crazy, but the more promos you study and the more, people that you gravitated to in terms of promos, and it's like, why? What drew me in? What did they do? And of course, make it your own and find what that is. But I was always fascinated by the promo game, and I would.
And I always say, like, if you look at, like, I think it was at 96 from The Rock's debut at the Survivor Series. Mm-hmm. I think he did a promo afterwards, and it was like not good. But then look at him later on, like he's the best to do it ever. Yeah. So like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just all about
it's all growth, it's all comfort, it's all growth. finding your stride and knowing that you're hitting it and having that confidence. And you could tell when Rock hit it. It's like, oh man, he knows he is badass on the mic now. And it just took off to a completely different place altogether. And it's always fun to see that. So I'm looking forward to this NXT takeover card. It's shaping up really good.
Yeah, the whole card in general is going to be like insane.
And it's Barclays Center, right?
Yeah, it's Barclays.
So, the Barclays Center,
yeah, that crowd's gonna be ridiculous as always.
I remember watching. I think it's Adam's like 1 year. I think that's where Adam Cole debuted last year.
Oh yeah.
Again, I think he came out and attacked Drew or something like that. So like, I'm super like excited just to see like the atmosphere. The atmosphere at takeovers are always sick. So and this one's a pretty big one for us. So I'm excited.
Well, and real quick, too, we didn't even get to talk about your debut. Your debut was in the ladder match, right?
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Like, okay, first match, here we go. And you're in a 6-way ladder match at NXT TakeOver for, a newly minted title. Like, what's your mindset that night?
I remember, like, all 6 of us were going into that, like, I don't know, like, we weren't going into, this is going to be the best ladder match ever, but we're like, we're going to make sure, like, we're going to try to make it that way, but, it was pretty cool, because everyone was, like, so cooperative with everyone, like, which I think helped it out a lot, like, there wasn't one person that was like, no, I don't want to take that, like, if someone had an idea for a move, basically all of us were like, oh, yeah, we'll take that, or, you know what I mean, like, so all of us were so, like, cooperative with everyone else, so that helped out a lot, you know what I mean? And then, again, because a lot of us, knew each other from before, so I think that helped out, that just the comfortability of, like, being around everyone was good. And we knew it was going to be, like, the first match of the card of the whole weekend, basically. Mm-hmm. So we're like, it's got to be, there's got to be rocket ships, you know what I mean? So that was a part of it too, and then like just trying to figure out, a way to, have a spot where everyone kind of gets, the spotlight on them was something like, oh man, like it was kind of a headache, to be honest with you, trying to get all of it into one thing.
Yeah,
but like
man.
I was really, really like it was one of those moments afterwards when you walk to the back and like everyone's there and you're just like, oh my god, like that just happened, like.
Well, it's a relief, right?
Go. Like, oh, it was wild.
It's almost a relief, like, okay, I can breathe a little bit now, because I mean,
100%.
One of the toughest things about those multi-man, multi-woman ladder matches is in trying to have it make some sort of sense, and also, make sure that everyone is highlighted. And because it's a ladder match by its very nature, people expect spectacular. So you have to give them that. And trying to fit all of those things in is really, really difficult. And trust me, you're talking to two guys who know that.
No, 100%. We like study. We watch every TLC, just trying to get some ideas of what to do, what not to do, like how to do something. Like, a lot of research.
And to me, you guys had it even harder because you're 6 singles wrestlers.
Yep.
Yes.
as a tag team, it was easier because I don't know. There was. It essentially made it like 3 in a way, and with 6, you have 6 completely different, styles. And things to get across. I mean, especially with a guy like Lars Sullivan in there, that's a whole different beast altogether in a ladder match. That's like when you'd have Kane in a ladder match or Big Show. You have to figure out, okay, there's a way to make this work. There's a way to make these guys look as impressive as they are. But it's different in a ladder match. So how do you do it? And I mean, everybody did an amazing job. It was.
That means so much. Thank you. That means a lot.
And I told you that next night at Mania, I was like, dude, that was crazy. And I think that was the first time we met, was at Mania.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
made sure to, like, when I saw you, I wanted to make sure to point that out because, I know how difficult those matches are. So, but what a hell of a debut, man!
That was right, and that's what I was thinking too. It was like not only was like my first, like my debut, but it's like WrestleMania weekend and ladder match and for the title and like all these aspects and factors going into it. I was like, oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god, this is a lot.
It's storybook stuff, right? It's all the stuff that you dream of as a kid. You just never know if it's going to happen. But
it's all the stuff I dreamed of. I just never actually thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Happen.
Well, I got to tell you, man, I'm glad it's happening for you.
Thank you.
And it's really exciting to see someone who, is as gifted as you are physically. And I know we keep harping on it, but I mean, it's just hard not to, man.
I mean, that's the obvious, right? I mean, you have a, like I said, that it's a natural gift, and that's part of what made you who you are and will continue to be. So,
thank you.
But I'll echo Adam's statement. Obviously, we won't keep you much longer. We appreciate the time you gave to us, and we obviously look forward to seeing you at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, and seeing where you go from here, because obviously the sky's the limit for a guy with your talent, and obviously the way that you're looking at things and continually wanting to learn and get better. I appreciate that. So, I think you're going to go as far as you want to go, and I look forward to watching your journey, my man.
Thank you so much. Speaking to you guys and being on here in general is, again, a dream come true of mine. So thank you guys so much. This is more than I ever thought was going to happen. So, I appreciate everything. Thank you guys.
See, man, I'm eventually I'm going to switch your mindset. I'm going to have you thinking that all of this is supposed to happen to you. Because that's when that lightning bug will go off. Like, oh shit, that's what I had to do.
Wait till after I sell them an 8x10.
What a dick. He's
but it's like the old Brood one. It's not even like an updated one.
Yeah. Long hair. You're like, this isn't you. Who's this guy? You're just some old dude now. No, but I appreciate it. We appreciate you jumping on here with us, man. Keep doing your thing, and we'll catch up soon.
Yes, thank you guys so much, man.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. So, great interview with Ricochet.
Yeah, good dude.
Nice guy, man.
Very humble.
Very humble. Almost too humble, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to get in his head.
Yeah.
In a good way. And just, I think that might be the last thing he needs, is to just fully understand what he can do and then verbalize that. Good dude. Looking forward to see where he goes. Really looking forward to that match between him and Adam Cole.
Oh, yeah, man. Both talented guys, and obviously we'll put on a great show. And, I think the sky's the limit for him. We know his physical capabilities and what kind of talent he is, and he seems to be, very aware of and wanting to improve in other areas. And I think that's a great sign for a guy like him that probably could. He's so talented and so physically gifted, he probably could get by and have a great career just on that alone, but wants to be an all-around type performer. And I think that's pretty, I think that's pretty smart of him.
Yeah, and sitting under the knowledge tree of a guy who could have done the same thing himself but didn't, and in Shawn Michaels. So, and at 15 years into a career and having already, made an impact and carved quite a significant niche for himself, it's refreshing to hear that it's like, oh, okay, I could have taken New Japan money and Lucha Underground money, but instead I wanted to go to NXT because this to me was the place to do it. So, big ups, as they say. We talked to Tommy Dreamer, Tales from the Indies, and
had an impromptu chat with Lenny Dykstra.
With Lenny Dykstra.
If you don't know who he is, Google him. I mean, it's pretty infamous in the world of baseball.
Hey, and you know who I feel like would probably get along with Lenny Dykstra?
Who?
Flip Sunset.
You think?
Yeah, and his people reached out.
Huh.
He's calling in.
Oh, shit.
The year was 1988. The air was moist. Best word in the English language. I rolled down to my house, just 2 lefts off Sunset Strip. Met Lemmy at the Rainbow, did some mescaline, 42 rails of a stripper's ass. It was wonderful. Then went down to the Forum. Yes, the LA Forum. And had that place coming unglued while I held a sunset flip for 2 days. I only came up for air when Samantha Fox, B. Arthur, Kirstie Alley, and Cindy Crawford asked me to release it so they could come over to the mansion in Sunset Hills for a midnight yoga retreat and a personal concert by Bang Tango. That's why they all know me by my name. The Sunset Man. Flip. Sunset. Chin-detained since 88. Ow. Jesus.
The fuck did you do? Pinch you? Did he pinch you when he left?
He's a
dick.
He's a dick.
I don't like him at all.
But I also can't lie. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
he's well tanned.
Yeah,
he's very calm.
Yeah, I mean, for as frantic as Paul Smackage is, he's kind of the opposite, right?
Well, yeah, but yet doing mescaline and 42 rails of Richards off of strippers.
Still staying that mellow. Fucking guy. Yeah. I notice whenever he only shows up when fucking Paul's not around, right? Because he knows. He knows.
But see, here's the deal. Paul shows up so often that Flip knows he's going to be like Hogan back in '89, brother. He just shows up for Saturday Night's Main Event.
Paul carries the show on his shoulders. That's the thing.
Some might say.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. Maybe he'll retort next week. But Flip Sunset stopped by. Look at that. He's in and out.
It's a big show this week.
Big show. I don't even know what to say. I get like, I almost get intimidated when Flip's around. Like, I don't know what to say after.
Well, I mean, what do you say to a personal concert by Bang Tango?
I don't know.
With B. Arthur and who else did he say? Cindy Crawford?
Well, he just turned me into a mark because I'm going to buy his fucking shirt right now.
Where can you buy that shirt?
Pro Wrestling Tees.
There it is.
I'm jumping off and I'm ordering one right now. One for me and one for
you. Until next week, posers. When we'll be back again.
I guess so. Yeah, maybe. All right.
Yeah, who knows after this one.
All right.
All right. See you, Mark.